morning. Welcome to Coffee and Tarot time. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody doing? And today I'm using Robin Wood. I will switch off decks, but I like Robin Wood. I think, it's what you like. I did order a new deck. A friend was telling me about it, and it's associated with songs. And you know me, I'm always putting a song to the reading. So I'm excited for when that comes. Can't wait to use that. Okay, let's see what we have. Wonder if I could fan these. This is a new cloth. I wasn't happy with that, but I'll take it. Okay, let's see what we have. Oof. 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 Well, that wasn't a good start. No, I'm just teasing you. Okay, so first card out is the Devil, the card of Capricorn. And when the devil usually shows its face, it's a reminder, not that the devil's here himself, but it's a reminder that what are we tied to? What situation are we tied to that is preventing us from growing? I mean, these two people, maybe you could see them. I could zoom in, like I could edit it and zoom in, but that ain't happening. These two people are actually trying to get this treasure chest out of this little hole. One's pulling one way and one's pulling the other. Now, if they were smart, they would work together. So I would say to you, you're going against the tide with something, okay? You're going against the tide. You're either working with somebody or you're in a relationship and both people aren't putting the same effort in. And again, that could be anything. It doesn't always have to be romantic love, but what are you doing that you're just so headstrong about that you keep doing it over and over again? What's that saying? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's basically what the Devil card is. It's telling you that, look, you're going to have to change the way you do something. Now, you can change, but the other person you can't change. So are you in a relationship with somebody who just doesn't see where you're coming from? Like you want more maybe of a commitment, you want more consistency, and they're not giving you that? It's something where you're fighting against the tide. The Devil is also about addictions. Like if you drink, you do drugs, you overeat, you overspend. It's stuff that does not serve you well, that you haven't decided yet that you wanted to let go. All right. And because you're not letting it go, you're in this constant state of depression. You're like, well, why doesn't it work? This guy's like looking here. Why isn't this working? It should, by all, it should, intent and purposes, it should work. But it doesn't work because it's not meant to work. It's not meant, it's over. So at some point, you have to say to yourself, all right, I get it. It's over. So what do you have to accept? I got to cover these people. Oh, probably should have covered her too, but put your clothes on. Your business is out. As my old Italian mother would say, you got your business hanging out. I know this shirt shows my bra. All right. So the Lovers is coming up too. So is there a relationship that you're banging your head against the wall and it's not working? Now, does it have to be love? No. Could it be work? Yes. How was that? Was that easy? It's something that you continuously do, but you're running in place. So at some point, you have to try something different. Good example. Say you went to Weight Watchers. Let's just say you went to Weight Watchers for diet. I always use diet and exercise because the majority of women are always worrying about their weight, their health. So say you go to Weight Watchers and you just don't lose any weight on their program. And you try. You're banging your head against the wall. You're buying all their books. Do they still have books? They used to have food too, remember? You're doing everything, but it's not working. Okay. And then you find you're disappointed, but you have a friend who's doing another program And she's like, well, come on over here because it's really working. So I think for a lot of you, you're going to realize that what you're really, really attached to needs to go. Okay. What you're attached to needs to go. Hold on, let me do this because it's uncomfortable. Because the Lover's card tells us that there's going to be a choice. Now, let me ask you a question. Wouldn't you rather be your choice than be someone else's? If you're in a relationship and it's not working and you're constantly doing this, beating your head against the wall, wouldn't you rather you be the one who finally realizes it and walks away than having the rug pulled out from under you? That's something to think about. Yeah. So the Eight of Wands tells us when you finally have your realization, things are going to start moving for you. Okay. You will be stuck no more. Does that make sense? You will be stuck no more. So I feel for a lot of you out there, you banging your head against something that's just not working. It's just not working. And this is for all signs. This is collective. Whenever you see this reading, it should make sense. You're banging your head against something that really isn't working. And once you realize that and you change how you're doing things, you are going to see a massive change in your life. And things that never worked are going to start working for you. And it's funny because I read for a lot of people, so I really feel that's like it's like marketing, like how many people, it's like taking a survey. So I'm talking to all these women. I read for men too, but mostly women. And so it's in the noggin. And I've seen it where you change one thing and your life starts changing all around. You start getting healthier. Maybe you're tied to partying every weekend, you give that up. Maybe you're tied to a person who, and I've heard stories from people, well, we've been together for 10 years. Doesn't mean you got to stay. If it's not working, it's not working. You have to understand the value of time. That's another reading. Okay. That's another reading. So I think for a lot of you, you are going to realize that you've been banging your head against the wall and whatever you were doing is not working. But lo and behold, once you let go of the littlest thing, okay, you're going to see how everything around you changes. And then you're going to be on like a snowball effect. You're like, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And you're going to watch a big significant change. And you will realize at one point what did hold you back. You will. But that's okay because that's a life lesson. All right, everyone. This is Coffee and Tarot time. I am the Queen of Wands. Everybody have a great day.